Hi everyone, it's Christina from Pip Supply, and today I'm going to show you guys how to tie our knotted headband strips onto the actual headband. It's super easy and it just makes making a knotted headband super fun. We have a lot of kits on the site. They're DIY headband kits, or you can just sew them up yourself and you can add them to a headband. I'll link that tutorial below and we give you a free template to cut out, and then all you gotta do is print it and you can cut it out and sew it up yourself. But today I'm just going to show you how to actually add it onto your headband. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with the velvet material. The velvet material is a little more stretchy, so you're going to have more give to it. So just remember that when you're tying it. Velvet headband kits are a newer item to the site, so you're not going to find a whole lot of them yet. But if there's like a pattern or something that you're interested in, definitely let us know and we can always print them. Okay, so you're gonna take your headband strip and you're just gonna loop it through or fold it through your headband and make sure it's like right in the center. And then you're gonna crisscross it and you're just gonna tie it like a regular knot. And just pull it through, make sure that this like lined side is facing down. And then you're gonna pull it. So what's gonna happen is normally one side's gonna be a little bit longer than the other. So you just wanna make sure that both ends are the same. So see how much longer this one is. So what I do to make sure that they line up is I just grab this and then I just put all the excess to the top like that and just hold it with my thumb, and then I'm going to pull this one a little bit more so I can pull some of that extra onto the other side of my headband. Sorry, let me get that in the screen for you. And it's a little bit more tricky with the velvets because they're stretchier material, but it works just as well as like any of the other types of materials that you use. So if you're sewing your own, you can really use any type of material. But hopefully this helps to explain. Goodness, this is not working so well. Hold on. There we go. All right. And you see how nice that lines up now on both sides, and my knot's just a little bit off. So you just want to make sure it's centered. So once both of your sides are lined up, you're just going to start at the top center. You're just going to apply some glue to keep your knot in place so it doesn't slip at the top. You just want to make sure you get it glued down nicely right there, and that way it stays centered. All right, and then we're just going to pull this down, right down the center. And just kind of make sure your glue dries nicely for you, or cools, I guess. And just kind of cover it. You can kind of smooth it out with your glue gun if you want to. And then with the velvet, you don't have to really stretch it too much because remember, there is stretch to the velvet already. So if you pull on it too much, you're gonna get excess on your ends. And you kind of just want it to line up nicely with that end right there. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, we do have another tutorial that actually shows you how to sew one together and like make it from scratch. This video is more just showing you how to tie it onto or how to glue it onto your headband. All right, so looks good. I'm just gonna flip it around and glue it to this side. In that other video, we do have a link to our website, pipsupply.com, and there is a free template where you can print out a little downloadable and cut up your own headband material. And you just sew it together, and then same concept, you just glue it on just like this. So, and this is one of our custom printed solids that we do. We do custom printed bow strips, so not only headband strips, we also have bow strips. So look how pretty that looks. And you can just adjust your knot a little bit, make sure everything's covered nicely, but looks super good. And then on this one, I just applied, like I said earlier, those cute little flat back resins, and you can find a lot of these in our shop as well. I'm gonna go ahead and show you really quick how to do the polyester one. It's the same concept. Let me glue these ends down a little bit more. It's the same concept, but you're just using polyester and it's not as stretchy. So on that one, you would pull a little more. You wanna make sure your knot still looks full at the top, but you have less stretch to it, which makes it a little bit easier to work with than the velvets. The velvets are so pretty. Okay, so this is the polyester material, and this is like what all of our bow strips are made out of. It's just a really nice silky type material. It's smooth, so it makes it easy to work with. Same concept, you tie your knot really quick. Make sure it's centered on the top of your headband. And you want to just make sure those seams that meet together, they're facing down on your headband. And let's see if this one lines. So see how it's a little bit short, so I want to pull a little bit, get me a little bit more material onto this side. And it should line up nicely. So we got that side good. And then this side should be good as well. So let's go ahead and glue this one down. And then I can adjust my knot a little bit better once it's all on there. So same thing, apply glue all the way down one side of your headband. And make sure that it's centered right on there. Look how pretty this print is from Indie Bloom. She has a lot of really pretty watercolor prints, floral prints. Lots of good florals for sure. So this one lined up really nicely with that. That's the biggest thing, is just making sure your knot is lined up when you, after you tie it and when you go to glue it. So, because you don't want to have like an uneven knot or an uneven like side where you have more fabric on one side and not the other side. You just want it to look professional and nicely made. So I'm gonna kind of stretch this one out, and then we'll go on this side and repeat really quick. Alrighty. I'm gonna try and like do more tutorials like this. I know this one's like super simple, but hopefully it helps, because I know just getting the headband centered is like one of the biggest things, is getting them centered right and looking nice. And so hopefully it helps a little bit, but I'll try and do more like in-depth tutorials showing you guys how to do things. That's one of my goals for this year. So definitely hold me to it. Leave us a comment and let me know what kind of tutorials you'd like to see from us this year, because that's one of my goals. And this one I'm just pulling on it a little bit just to get it to that edge, so it has a nice clean finish right there. And then this side I could probably put a little more glue on that end, just to kind of keep it down. Alrighty, and then we got our knotted headband, and this one's on the polyester material. I'll do another tutorial showing how to make like a thicker, like a wider headband. There's so many fun things you can do with these. So hopefully this tutorial helped a little bit, but I think they came out super cute and they were really easy and fun. So be sure to check out pipsupply.com. We have a ton of DIY headband kits, and if you're not interested in the kits, we do have that free template for you to go ahead and download, and you can make your own headbands. We do sell just these plain white headbands on the site, so if you wanted to do your own or use your own fabric, you can definitely do that. We also sell custom printed fabric, so there's tons of stuff on there, so be sure to check it out. Thanks for watching.